I'm nervous enough as it is here. I'm nervous enough.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome aboard the Disney Fantasy. Today is our first day at sea on the Star Wars Day at Sea cruise adventure. It's going to be a truly magical day. Time is now 8:40 in the morning. David and I decided to sleep in today because we got here so early yesterday. We wanted to have lots of energy for today, but not to worry, we're going to catch a sunrise at some point during this cruise adventure. Now, this is David and my first time staying in a forward room on the Disney Cruise Line. I didn't really know what to expect, and after last night, I have some new thoughts. Now, unlike the other rooms on board the Disney Cruise Line, when you're lying down, just like sleeping, just like that, sleeping, you can really feel the movement of the ocean in bed. I mean, it's so much that you can actually feel yourself sinking in to the bed just a little bit, and then kind of like rising out of the bed, not like out of the into the air, but just like like up and down, like this, up and down, like not serious, but just enough. So right off the bat, I recommend a forward room for those who are a little bit more experienced in cruising. Even for me and David, it took a minute to adjust. I think tonight it'll be like a full adjustment, but we both kind of woke up once or twice during the middle of the night, kind of like wondering, is everything okay? Is the sea kind of aggressive? Took a look outside. It's a really like smooth sailing kind of day. So it's just kind of a different feel to the cruise ship. Now, I was trying to show this movement of the water using my iPhone and the level. We all have a level, by the way, in our iPhones, in case you were wondering where I got that. It shows, how level things are. I put it everywhere around the room, trying to find somewhere where it would show you the back and forth and all of that as we're moving around. It doesn't. It's not enough to change the level on the iPhone, or at least that I've seen in this room. So it's a subtle movement. It's not like, whoa, it's not that. It's just subtle enough where you can feel it. It's gonna take one night. I have a feeling it's just one night to adjust to it. But now that we've adjusted, I think for the most part, I think we're gonna be good. I'll give you an update, but it's an interesting feeling. It's very different than other rooms I've been on the Disney Cruise Line. David and I are getting ready for breakfast right now. We think we may have figured out why we had that back and forth. Apparent winds 39 knots. Basically 40 miles an hour winds over the bow. So I would imagine that probably is causing some of the swaying back and forth at night. Hard to know, but we'll let you know as the cruise continues. But now it's time for breakfast at Cabanas. We just spoke to our very friendly stateroom host, Bismarck, who told us it was rough seas last night. So you can just kind of discount everything I said earlier because it was rough seas. He said he doesn't really feel it that much in the front anyway. So we're gonna try it again. We're gonna try it again throughout the cruise, let you know how it goes. That was first impressions with rough seas. Let's try it again. So, all right, just keep that in mind. It was just the rough seas part that made it go back and forth. David and I are now walking through the midship area. It's just as rough on the seas right now. So it's not just the forward area. That has been confirmed at this point. Having trouble standing up straight. As you can see, making our way to breakfast. I love this spot. Look at this. We got this view of the ocean right here outside of Cabanas, and an amazing looking breakfast. Mickey waffle, eggs, hash brown, sausages. There's a really cool sausage, egg, and cheese slider right there. Never seen that one before. And the blueberry pancake right there along with bacon. It looks absolutely incredible. Let's dig in. We've tried several of the items here for breakfast at Cabanas. The slider, it's a brand new item. Dave and I have never seen it before. Really, really good. Sausages, eggs, hash browns, pancakes. It's all so good. You know it is from Cabanas for breakfast. Yum. It's funny, I can feel the movement of the ship even more back here. I think, at least it feels like it. It's like sway back and forth. Hard to see in the camera, but you can feel it all over the ship. It is not just the forward section. I want to make sure we're clear on that. Outside, I love it. Now we're making our way probably to the adult-only area, possibly the pool. So much to do on a day at sea. A good indicator to show you the movement of the ship. Take a look at the water in the pool right there. It's sloshing around quite a bit. David and I are now headed to an open house in Vive. We're at deck 4 now, going to deck 5, and you can very clearly see how rough the sea is from here. You can't see it from deck 7, but here you can see the swells back and forth. See that? And there's water just like splashing up. Wow, okay, so you can, clearly a rougher day at sea here. It happens, but wow. Whoa, okay, so that looks several feet high. This swell right here. These are some of the roughest seas I've ever seen on board the Disney Cruise Line before, so I'm just trying to keep track of the different months as we go on board. January seems to be a rougher sea time of year. Definitely a fun way to get to the kids club, the hidden track in the ship. deck 4 up to deck 5. Dave and I are gonna try some video games now for that open house. I love this walkway into vibe here with the different colors on the walls. So cool. Let's go play some video games. Spent some time watching Monsters University now. Time for a foosball tournament. You ready? Let's do it. Oh, it's just like no. Open house over now. Dave and I almost played Guitar Hero. Almost, but we didn't make it because we were so involved with foosball. Next time. That lobby atrium. You know I love it. And the Frozen Han Solo back there on the Star Wars Day at Sea cruise line. Right over there. Stay up the entire cruise. But now I think we're going to meet some Pixar friends. But that's a super long line. Still deciding. Good to see you. How are you? I'm feeling like I'm going to infinity and beyond on board. I'm telling you, we're ready to launch off, but we're kind of like in training here. We got to find a simulator to fight Zurg. Like you got to be careful in the elevators, though. I worry about you sometimes in that elevator with that Zurg and the blasters moment. I want you to be careful in those elevators. There's David with that lightsaber right up front. Love it. And now I've made my way outside to one of my there we go. Oh my gosh, so nice. So nice. Oh yeah, there you go. And these chairs are super nice. On deck 4 outside. Yeah, it's funny, as you cruise more and more, your way of cruising changes a bit. You know, when we first started cruising, it was like, oh, go to all the activities and see all these things, and it's turned into an amazing experience where you go to your favorite activities, do your favorite things, try new things, but also you've got a lot more time for that relaxation that I love. Shoes off, just like that. And looking right there at the beautiful ocean water. Wow. You're getting sprayed with water from the high seas. Call this a tie just because David and I both won at points. David won a few, I won a few. It's a tie. Nice win of shuffleboard. Now we're gonna play Mickey 200. Let's head to it. So we just walked in the tube and they asked us for a team name. We thought in the moment just K-Bros. Makes sense, our last name, Bros. Makes a lot of sense. In the tube now. And wow, they even got the checkered flag. Oh my gosh, can't wait to see how this goes. From my Boy Scout days, I recall this track right over here. It's like a Pinewood Derby track. This is something we've never done before. Take a look. It is the Mickey 200 and we're given a carrot, potato, and wheels right there, all with sticks in them. And we're gonna race them on the track. David, it looks so cool. Take a look from our Pinewood Derby days back in Boy Scouts. That track looks so familiar. You can actually see the Mickeys cut out of it right there. I am super excited to see how this goes. So David and I have a knife now. We're gonna whittle everything down the size of a car so it can win this race. We're gonna think about it first, then we're gonna start cutting. You can see David's working on it right now. Kind of that flat bottom right there and the tip. Kind of shave that down and make it like a pointed edge right there on the carrot. We gotta work with the potato too.
I think you're gonna have the spirit of Aaron Rodgers coming out here.
There's our race car right there. It was super quick. You gotta start working on it right away. Super car.
And then in spot number 3, we.
Do you wanna put it backwards? You wanna try going backwards or you wanna put it forwards? It's up to you. Okay, let's go ahead. All right. 3, 2, 1. Let loose the produce.
Really cool. All right.
Our car won. What?
Woo, wow. There you go.
2, 1. Let loose the produce. Oh, wow. 1. Let me hear you. Let loose the produce. Oh, wow. That was close.
K Brothers.
Oh, K Brothers. I'm sorry.
And Roger.
What you have anything to say?
Best of luck.
Best of luck. Good sportsmanship there. Okay. Hey, audience, you ready for the semifinal? Yeah. Loose the produce.
All right, I believe that was Team Uchi's in second place.
All right.
Mickey 200, tons of fun. I loved it. Definitely I want to do that on future cruises. And next time I'm going to like whittle it down even more to make like a car design. I have a feeling we'll be able to get it next time. This is like the intro to Mickey 200. Now we're going to head it back, maybe grab some ice cream, possibly pool time. Then we want to play chip it and golf a little bit later. Okay, back in the room now. We're gonna change and then head off to the hot tub and pool. Let's do it. A little bit crowded there at the hot tubs right now in the adult only area. I wanna grab some tea and coffee, I think, from Cove Cafe, and we'll see what we do. They've got banana and strawberry ice cream back. You know I'm tempted, but since we're getting dinner at Palo tonight, I'm gonna hold off.
That's one I'm willing to wait for.
The seas are shifting so much you can hear the creaking inside Cove Cafe. Hear that? It's like loud creaking going on. Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. It's just different. It's a different style. I think it probably has to do with January, kind of choppier waves. That would be my guess. But now I'm in Cove Cafe to get one of my all-time favorites, the salted caramel coconut latte. Yum. David and I were just talking about how the hot tub is usually pretty full during the midday hours. No surprise. It's a very popular hot tub with those adults. They should probably add 2 more, either on the Fantasy, it would be great, and hopefully on the Wish as well, the new ships coming up. That'd be great to see. Just a few more of those side view jacuzzis and possibly even a larger pool, because the pool is pretty full right now as well. And there it is, my salted caramel coconut latte with a Darth Vader imprint right there on the top. I love it. Caramel salted coconut latte on the Disney Fantasy with Darth Vader on top, which you know makes it taste better. Yeah, I've actually tried to cut back on coffee, but you know, special occasions, on board. Oh, it's so good. The Madeleine on the side, gonna dip it in just a little bit, look at that. Yum. So I've been experimenting with the level tool on my phone to try and figure out exactly how much we're listing back and forth. And I'm thinking about talking to one of the seafaring officers on board to find out more, but if I take a look at my phone right over there, you can see 3 degrees, and I'm between degrees right now. We move a little bit, hold on. Yep, there's 4 degrees. So we're definitely moving less than half a degree. We're somewhere between half a degree and a whole degree from side to side. We can feel it quite a bit, but to know that that's less than a full degree, that's surprising to me. I thought we'd be, like 10 degrees that way, we're moving 10 degrees the other way. It's not. I would imagine if it's really 10 degrees, we'd fall over. Or the furniture would move. I would imagine that's how it goes. I just don't know enough about seafaring life to know how that works, but it's interesting to see. So we're moving less than a full degree right now, but still cool. I feel like I'm getting my sea legs really fast though, because I feel like I've gotten almost totally accustomed to it. Dave, what do you think?
Definitely feels comfortable. You can still feel that rocking back and forth as well, but it's interesting to see that less than half a degree can have such an impact.
We just grabbed a couple extra Madeleines so David can try it. Dave, what'd you think?
It's a pretty good one. I feel like it's very unique, kind of a more cream sort of sugar. It's a soft, sugary flavor to these. It's more of a pastry. I feel like very light breading in there. It's very airy. Great flavors to this one. Definitely enjoy it.
All right, we're headed downstairs now for Chip It In Golf. We've played golf a few times now. Maybe we can win this one. Chip It In Golf's in a different location this time. You can see it's kind of in this photo corner. This is where those white photos are taken, right over there, the white background photos, and that's where we're going to be chipping them in from. Think we can make it? Maybe.
Good job, 5 points. All right.
Right over it.
14 points. We have a new champion.
All right.
All right, Dave's got to be my score. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, 8 right there. Ooh, close.
So far, I'm still in the lead with 14. Very, very close to that hat. Oh my gosh, this could be my first Chip It In Golf victory.
Yes.
Ooh! Oh my gosh, it was so close. Wow, I was too close. I'm nervous enough as it is here. I'm nervous enough. I'm looking. Okay. Here it comes.
Here we go.
Oh, I win! I won my first Chip It In Golf. Yes! Oh my God! Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, I'm coming down. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. All right.
One more time, round of applause.
Thank you very much. Thank you. That was a great one. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. That was my very first win of Chip It In Golf. Wow. Thank you, David. Congratulations. Appreciate it. Means a lot. Oh my gosh. Now, you know I have one of these hats already. I do, but I can think of no one better to match me in this hat than my brother, David. There you go, David. To a great cruise. What do you think?
All right.
It looks good on you. I get the medal.
There you go.
You get the hat.
Sounds good.
Love it. I got this winner badge here, but I wish it was the winner for the most dog treats. That's what I'm thinking. Next time, it's the most dog treats given.
Okay.
Goofy, great to see you.
Beautiful. How's it going, Max?
Great meeting with Goofy and Max right here by Preludes. Now we're inside the store here. We're gonna take a look at some of those Disney Cruise Line Star Wars Day at Sea exclusive merchandise. Just wanna see what we might wanna get. Love the backpack. Backpack's amazing. Blanket's fantastic. The patches, also super cool. See that? You got all the different kind of rolls there for the Millennium Falcon. I like that a lot, but there's one other shirt I wanna show you back here. This black shirt right here. I saw it earlier and I was like, oh my gosh, it's that silky Nike black shirt, $65
$25. Really, really nice standard fit, but Star Wars Day at Sea 2020. What do you think? You think David will go for it? Well, that's only one way to find out, right? All right, David, what do you think? That black dry fit Star Wars Day at Sea shirt.
It is a nice shirt. It is definitely has a nice feel to it. I like the logo, how it kind of comes out as if it were going with the kind of going off in the background. It is a nice one. I'll have to look at it. I have to think about it.
Aha, I think I might have found something here. So maybe, David?
Oh, something to think about.
Okay. All right, we'll consider it.
Now, since the pool and hot tubs are a little bit crowded, I'm going to switch back to the standard camera. We're going to go up, maybe do some mouse detective, maybe do some mini golf outside. Lot of options. Let's go grab that camera. Changed and switched cameras and now headed off to Goofy's sports deck. You can see the roll of the ship still exists down here as David and I are making our way down the halls. That just means we're gonna have super strong sea legs in a day and a half here. David and I were thinking about Goofy's sports deck, but it's so crowded right now, it makes it a little bit difficult. So we're just gonna enjoy some views right here for just a few minutes. Look out on that beautiful ocean water and relax. You can see, watch this way, look at this for a second. I wanna show you something. Watch the ship move up and down, see that? Very, very kind of aggressive wind and aggressive seas right now. We're moving all over the place. So I've been speaking to several guests. This is one of the most rocky cruises I've ever been on, and several other guests have ever been on, outside the ones near Alaska. Alaska, I heard, can also be kind of windy and rocky as well. But this is a little bit rockier. I think it just takes a few extra days to get your sea legs. A little bit crowded outside today, especially because the aqueduct is not running. It's so windy. So we're headed down to D Lounge to do something we've never done before. We're gonna try bingo for the very, very first time in the D Lounge. Let you know how it is. Now, the Disney Cruise Line doesn't have any casinos. Instead of casinos, they have bingo, which I think is a great alternative. Let's try it. So David and I decided, we were looking at some of those prices, about $30 for 6 of the cards, $40 for a little bit more of those cards, and there's an $80 like specialty bargain that you could get. Decided that instead we're going to use that money on merchandise, some other things we'll get later on to commemorate the cruise. David's agreed to this. We heard him say it. I heard him say it. He said, we'll use it for merchandise. So I said, okay, we'll do that for merchandise instead. So we're going to watch a little bit of bingo and then make our way somewhere else.
All of you guys like free stuff? Yeah.
Starting it off with a goodie bag giveaway first. Playing has begun and everyone's knocking off those numbers on their cards. So in the electronic version right there, waiting to see if they win.
11. Here we go. Clap along. Here we go. Ready? If you are claiming bingo, please remain standing and the team will come on out to you.
Definitely a fun game to play in the D Lounge. We're going to make our way around now. After singing and relaxing for about 20 minutes now, David and I are going to get up, change into formal attire, meet formal Mickey, take some pictures, and then it's time for Palo Dinner. Let's do it. From cruise casual attire into formal attire. What do you think? Are we ready for formal night, David?
So ready for it.
No doubt about it. We're going to Palo Dinner, so it works out perfectly. Now, before we jump into the Palo Dinner, we have a few minutes in advance to maybe meet Mickey, take some extra photos, right, but with those backgrounds, say hi to the captain. Maybe we'll have time for that, or we'll do it after dinner. We'll figure it out. Formal night is just starting here. We're gonna take some very special photos all around the lobby atrium and possibly even go on deck 4, take some with the sea behind us. Let's jump into those photos. Took some great photos all around the ship with that new 50mm lens, which you know I love. I've been playing with it quite a bit. It takes unbelievable photos. I'm actually putting it back at the room right now so I don't have to carry it around all night. I want to be able to enjoy the captain's reception without something else in my hand. And again, goes back to that convenience of the room location. So midships, I think, is probably the most convenient area for your room to be, rightfully so. Now we're gonna meet Mickey in his formal captain attire on this balcony in our formal attire. Captain's reception has officially begun. Cheers. You know we love these photos. We're gonna take a few more. You can already tell the photographers are having fun with us too, because they know we have certain shots in mind that we want. Now it's time for the moment we've all been waiting for, Palo for dinner. Let's do it. David's first time experience at Palo. Here goes David for Palo. Never for dinner, never for dinner.
Never for dinner.
No. Here we are in Italy. Oh no, wait, it's Palo. Our first time doing dinner at Palo together. Unbelievable, David.
Oh yes, love it.
The feel, the vibe, so nice. Take a look. All around those tables are empty at the moment. I don't know how much longer because we got here right on time. But take take a look all around us. Beautiful. Amazing looking menu here. The buffalo mozzarella caprese is on my mind right away. There are some pastas that look very, very good. And of course, that main dish. I'm looking at the sea scallops. The seared sea scallops sound unbelievable. But of course, when I listen to our server's recommendations, Grace, see what she thinks. Just heard the favorites from our server here. She recommended the mozzarella caprese and also recommended the calamari, which is speaking my language right there. They also recommended the seared scallops, which she was like high recommendation there. I'm really tempted by those and many of those pastas and the beef tenderloin. It all looks really, really good. So many amazing looking items here. I'm tempted to say I want to come back right away to try other items that we don't get to try tonight. So we'll see how it goes. Crossing my fingers. I cannot wait to try this one. So David and I have made decisions. We're going to try 2 different appetizers and 2 different entrees so we can split them up a little bit and taste as many things as possible for this one Palo dinner. We're going to get the calamari and the buffalo mozzarella caprese appetizers, the easy one. Then David's going to get the grilled lobster pasta. Sounds really, really good. We're also going to try those seared scallops. High recommendations by our server, Grace. Cannot wait to try these. Starting off with that palate cleanser first. It's the gnocchi right there. You got the little spoon to go with it as well. Looks really, really good. Let's give it a try. Very, very nice. Smooth, kind of that duck flavored confit. I really like it. Reminds me so much of the gnocchi we had at the top of the Riviera at Topolino's. I would say this is almost the same thing. More sauce, less of the potato pieces, at least in my opinion. Take a look. Some of the bread has arrived here. It looks absolutely delicious. All sorts of different versions there, including the flat bread. You got some garlic one here. It looks super, super good. Let's dig in. Before we could take a bite of the bread, the appetizers arrived. They look really, really good. I've got the tomato caprese. It's got that vinegar olive oil on top. So it looks really, really good. And David has the calamari. It looks absolutely delicious. Can't wait to try them all. And that bread. Let's dig in. Trying the calamari first. Bon appetit.
It is good calamari. Definitely very smooth, not chewy at all. I wouldn't necessarily say it's the best calamari I've ever had, but it is quite good calamari. Definitely an option I could see myself getting again.
Now for the tomato caprese. Bon appetit. That is very, very unique. Wow. The cheese almost melts away. Almost melts away. You get a very strong tomato. I actually kind of just want to try just a little bit of the mozzarella by itself. Like no tomato. Just a little bit. David, help yourself too. I want you to try this too. Mozzarella by itself, it's almost like it's a fluffy mozzarella. Not what I expected at all. Usually you get the kind of the firm pieces of mozzarella. Fluffy one. I'm super impressed. I like it, but the calamari, in my opinion, wins. Hands down. So if you like this, you may love this, but I would recommend the calamari. 2 good options here, though. They're 2 really good options. Really, really good. Great flavor to it. A lot of butter in there, I can tell, but wow, yum. Just tried a bit more of David's calamari with that mayo butter on the side. Really, really good. That's the appetizer I would get. Like that. So good. I like this one too. Clearly it's gone. I did enjoy it, but not nearly as much as I enjoy the calamari. Yum. Time for the palate cleanser, the lemon sorbet with the blueberry right there on the side. I love the palate cleansing items. Always feels so good. Very, very nice lemon sorbet. You can definitely feel that cleanse. Based on our server's recommendations for dessert in advance, before our entrees got here, we're ordering the chocolate and espresso soufflés. I've heard the chocolate is best, but apparently the espresso is also amazing. So we want to make sure we try as many as possible since we are here. So we're splitting those up. Main courses, I've got those scallops right there. They smell and look amazing with the potatoes, I believe, on the bottom or some form of rice. Looks amazing. And David's got that lobster pasta. Wow, it smells incredible from here. We're gonna try a little bit of both. Gonna dig in, let's do it. Here's that scallop with some of that rice on the side. Bon appetit. I almost feel like the rice takes away from it a little bit because the flavor is so, so good. That scallop, I'm gonna just try it by itself for a minute. Truly a delicious scallop there. Great flavor to it, cooked to perfection. I love it. Absolutely love it. I know the question on your mind, Michael, is your favorite thing you've ever had on board the Disney Cruise Line? No, not quite. The Parmesan chicken for brunch, which we're doing tomorrow, is my favorite, but this is a competitor. This is really a competitor. Those scallops, fantastic. We haven't tried David's yet, but I want to hear your thoughts about that scallop, Dave.
Scallop is fantastic. The longer you sit on it, the flavors continue to change and evolve. Really, really great one. I can see where you're coming from in terms of, honestly, I'm not sure for me it surpasses the ahi tuna tower.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I love the ahi tuna tower.
I'm with you there. Yep,
okay.
Yes.
But for scallops, it's way up there for scallops. Love this one. Delicious.
Wow. Now time to try some of David's lobster pasta right here. Bon appetit. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Wah, wah, wah. I love the thick strips of pasta there. Adds to the flavor tremendous amount. You can taste the lobster. The flavor to it is really, really good. Hits you with a lot of power right up at the front. Slows down, calms down with that flavor of the lobster and some other, almost like a chive sauce. Interesting flavor. I love it. I love that one. Between the two, my instinct immediately says the pasta between the two, but I love the scallops, don't take away. But I love that pasta. David, what do you think?
It is. It's fantastic. Really an amazing flavor in its own way, where that brown sauce is kind of like I don't even know what to call it. You know, I'm kind of with you where it's like hard to put a name to it. But it is really unique and really a great one.
Yeah. I can see myself getting either of those dishes again. Wow, Palo Dinner, way to go. Starting to change my mind just a little bit as I go back and forth between the two. I think I'd pick the scallops. Not because I don't like it, I like it a lot, but the flavor is almost too powerful. It's so powerful, but really, really good. Either of them you can't lose here. I recommend the scallops between the two, both awesome.
Just try to not touch the base of the cup because just came out from the oven.
For dessert, the espresso souffle and the chocolate souffle both look absolutely incredible. The ice cream's on the side. To start with, we're actually going to try a little bit of the ice cream first, then put the ice cream right in the souffle. Let's dig in. Strong espresso ice cream. Super good. What do you think, Dave?
It's a vanilla bean ice cream.
David's trying the espresso ice cream right now, and now I'm going to pop the entire thing of ice cream right on the souffle. The ice cream, plop. It's sinking. It's sinking. It's sinking. Now we're going to split these up. We're going to try the espresso one first, then we're going to try the chocolate. The espresso souffle. The ice cream adds a lot. It's still really hot. It's still really, really hot. But the ice cream adds a tremendous amount of espresso flavor to this one. Wow. Getting some of the almond taste in there as well. A very, very good souffle. One that I would definitely recommend. I would see myself getting this one again. No doubt about it. Espresso too. If you like the espresso flavor, you're going to love that one. Dave, what'd you think?
I like it. I like it. It's not as mind-blowingly amazing as maybe I was expecting. I'm not sure. Maybe it was more mild. That amaretto almond flavor was kind of mild, I feel like. But it did have some good flavors to it. Overall, it's also very soft and smooth. Excited to try this chocolate one here because I feel like I'm gonna love that one.
You got to dig at the bottom too.
Yes.
Some of the amaretto taste was at the bottom of mine as well. But yeah. So it was really, really good. Chocolate one's calling my name, though. We're gonna split that one too. We've heard about it. We've talked about it. The chocolate souffle. That's one of the best souffles I've ever had. I think so. The chocolate. The espresso's fine compared to that. It went from like real good to fine because the chocolate blows it out of the water. I'm telling you, I'm so impressed with that chocolate. Wow, David, what'd you think?
Oh yeah, that's good stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's gotta be the best souffle I've ever had.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge souffle guy. I haven't tried a bunch of souffles. So good.
Oh my god.
That's amazing. The chocolatey flavor at the very beginning of that bite, mind blowing.
Yeah, that's the one to get between the two. Easy one, the chocolate souffle. Wow. Our server Grace asked us if we liked alcoholic drinks. We said, it's not really our thing, and so instead she brought us a slushy virgin of whatever this is. Looking forward to trying it. Cheers. Nice. Lemon, a little bit of grenadine I can taste in there. Really nice little ending cap to the meal. Overall, a fantastic meal here at Palo for dinner. I really, really enjoyed it. What did you think, Dave?
It was a great meal. It really was nice to be able to take the time and enjoy some dinner here. I don't know how often I would prioritize it over the regular dining because the regular dinner is just such great food as well. It's amazing across the board, so it's tough to compete with that, but I am excited for brunch.
I would agree with that. After trying brunch and this one, because I've tried both. David, he still has to try brunch tomorrow. Very excited for that. I would make this special occasion, something extra special, something extra magical. But I love the in dining as well, like Animator's Palette, Enchanted Gardens. They're all so good. It's tough to say, I'm going to go to Palo instead. That's a little bit tougher. The brunch, though, that's extra special. That's tomorrow. So I would do this on special occasions. Probably not every cruise, though. And it's not a matter of the food not being good, because the food was fantastic. It's just the fact that you have that upcharge. So for both of us, it's $80 plus tip for us to enjoy this Palo meal. And the ambiance is amazing. Really, really is. Food's fantastic. Service incredible. But again, it's the upcharge. That's what I'm thinking about. Really, really good for special occasions. Great dinner, great feeling. Just walking around now, gonna grab maybe a last minute tea, possibly watch some Funnel Vision, go downstairs, see the live act. Tough to know right now, just playing it as we go. Such a cool look to this adult-only pool at night glowing up there. Super, super nice. All right, headed into the Walt Disney Theater for a quick look at John Charles. No filming in there, we'll let you know how it is. Just saw John Charles, he was fun. Definitely was. There were some moments in there that had us both laughing, but some of the other songs I feel like, you know, it's okay, but I like the jokes. Somehow I think the comedy gets me more than some of those songs, so personal preferences, no doubt about it. Now gonna make our way back to the lobby and see what's going on. See, after that second show, things really start to quiet down in the lobby atrium. Remember how crowded it was earlier? Now take a look. Nice and quiet. What a day. What a day. They're going too fast. They're going too fast already. But I love it. I think we're gonna start making our way to the room now. Maybe watch a movie or part of a movie in the room. That'll be really nice. And get ready for tomorrow. Big brunch tomorrow. All right, back in the room now after a truly magical day. Look who's greeting us. It's a monkey. He's hanging right there. Super, super nice. Love that. Wow. Now tonight I'm going to sleep in this couch right over here so that David can enjoy the bed. He didn't know that was happening. And there we go. I got it. Thanks so much for sharing in the magic with us today. It was so much fun sharing it all with you. A magical day. And tomorrow is Palo Brunch. Another fantastic day at sea. Cannot wait to share all of that with you and more. The rest of our cruise still yet to go. Thanks as always. And until next time,
Have a magical day.
see you real soon.